my screen. Now I can see all of you guys again. Did anybody have any questions about and the placement or how to go about getting people started? All right. That's good. So show you that.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Somebody, Ashley?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
I wrote it down. Oh, how long after somebody orders something is it too late to have them send that email to Coach Relations saying that they accidentally ordered? Because I had Matthew, he's on a message with y'all actually. He had ordered Body Beast off Beachbody.com, and I didn't see, he completely, like, I had never even contacted him. I guess he was following me on my Instagram, and he messaged me on Facebook, and it was in my other folder, and I never knew to check that. And so it was like 3 days after, and he had already ordered Body Beast and everything.
But he's not assigned to you as your coach?
At the time when he ordered it, he wasn't. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It might, it doesn't hurt to have them do it if he's okay with doing that. And especially, so you are his coach now.
Yeah.
I mean, I would absolutely have him do it, and you just he has to be the one to do it. He just sends an email to it's in that file. I'm not sure if it's Coach Relations at teambeachbody.com or not, but all he does is say, I ordered this off of beachbody.com on accident. Here's my order number. I would like my coach, and give your name and give him your coach ID number to get the credit and commission for this order. So I've done it once, and it worked no problem. And I think it had only been a week, and the person was my customer already. So I'm not sure if they'll say no or not. But again, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, I think he sent the one to make me his coach first, and then he sent the next one to make me, or that he accidentally ordered off Beachbody.com right after. But it made me his coach, and it shows that that's the workout that he's doing, but I never got the credit for it.
Okay. The next thing that you could do is you could email Coach Relations, and again, just check up and say, this is the situation. He sent an email. I haven't heard anything. Can you help me? Is there any way to take care of this? Or even call him if you don't want to, or you can do that live chat is pretty helpful sometimes too.
Okay.
So definitely, yeah, doesn't hurt to try.
Alrighty, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions about that kind of stuff?
I can ask you afterwards, after the meeting, just in case we have time.
Okay. Well, you can ask. It's okay.
I had someone that called me that's already a beach coach, and I guess they was in another Facebook coach group, and they was like, I want to join, come up under you. So how would I add them up under me?
They're already a coach.
Yeah.
You can't switch coaches after 72 hours of signing up. So he can't. What he has to do, if he really wanted to be under you, he has to stop being a coach and fill out the form officially and not be a coach for 6 months. And then he can sign up under you. I know, it kind of sucks. So you can throw that out there for him if you want, but
it's quit Beachbody for 6 months.
Okay. And I know I asked Amy about that one time, and she made a good point. She was like, they have to put something in place, because what would stop everybody from signing up under like Melanie Mitro or Lindsay Matway just to be in their downline, because just in their downline alone, you're going to get a lot of team volume from her. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So unfortunately, but so we all got to get up to that level so we can be rock stars. So I'm gonna just real quick talk about the 45-second presentation. So that's the book we've been reading. I've read that book quite a few times as well. It's one of my favorite books still. It just has such great ideas. So keep that handy and refer to that often, because that's really what our whole business is based upon, the multi-level marketing. And again, the difference between pyramid schemes and MLM, if people ask you, I get that a lot. People are like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. It's like, no, pyramid schemes are built from the top down. So only the people at the top are going to be profitable, and they also don't have a real product that they're using. So ours is more built from the bottom, and we work together as a team, and we all profit off of each other and benefit off of each other, and that's why we work together. And then just keep in mind still that really you're going to really find those 5 serious people, and really that should be your focus. You know, it's good to get a bunch of coaches under you, but spreading yourself too thin isn't going to really work. So find those 5 serious people and take off running with them and get them to that point where they don't need you anymore, and then stick someone else into that position and start all over again. Okay. So now I'm going to go quickly through all of you, and if you will tell me your monthly goal and then your long-term goal. So Amanda, I'm going to start with you. If you can unmute yourself and tell us your monthly goal and your long-term goal.
My monthly goal is to at least sign 1 person a month. I mean, it's pretty reasonable. Gonna sign 1 person as a coach. So far, no luck, but hey, we're getting there. And then, well, if you're talking about Summit, I guess my goal would be to obtain Ruby by Summit, because Summit's in January, right?
Summit is in July.
Oh, I thought it was in January. Okay, so yeah, then definitely to obtain Ruby. If it was exactly a year from now, my goal would be a diamond. But
okay. Well, so you have 2 long-term goals that you just made. So you're going to be a Ruby by Summit and a diamond by this time next year.
Yes.
Awesome. Love it. So write that down so that you have it and post it somewhere in front of your face, and you're going to do things every day to get yourself there. Thank you for sharing. Dahlia, let's go to you.
Okay, just had to unmute myself. So my short-term goal is to be able to sign at least 1 coach per month. And I think that's reasonable. I just have to get myself out there. So that's also another short-term goal of mine. Keep posting and getting people to have more interest with my Beachbody coaching. Long-term, of course, I would love to go to Summit. And I'd love to be Ruby by this time next year.
Great. That is a good goal, just to go to Summit. So that's awesome. So write that down too, and start planning and saving and working hard to make sure that you try and earn that free ticket to Summit even.
Yeah, that's my other goal, is to have it paid for.
Perfect. That's a good, important goal. All right. Thank you, Dahlia. Let's go to Keith.
My goal is to have 8 people by December, end of December, and
be diamond.
be diamond. In parallel, work with my 2 first coaches to try to get them 2 coaches also. So I have a game plan. I just got to attack it well and be consistent at the plan every day. And keep learning from you guys, because I'm learning a lot from you guys. So that's my goal. And then, of course, going to the summit.
Going to summit? All right. Nashville, here we come.
Oh, was it Nashville?
It's in Nashville this
That's where I was born, Nashville, Tennessee. I was born in Nashville, Tennessee.
Jeez, you've been everywhere. Someone says something, you're like, I'm from there. You're from Florida or something I saw. And then you're from Arizona. You're all over the place.
So I was raised in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I was born in Nashville, Tennessee. After I graduated from, I went back to Nashville to get my college degree. After there, my first career job was in Arizona, and then I came to Cali. So that's
all right.
Kind of mine.
Cali. All right. Thank you, Keith. Chelsea, let me unmute you. All right, Chelsea, go ahead.
Thanks, Sydney. So a short-term goal I have 2. One is to get an emerald. And then the other one I posted today in that there was a team building thing from Amy, and I want to increase from 4 workouts a week to 5 workouts a week.
Cool.
So those are my short-term. And then long-term, I would like to be diamond by summit and be where I'm starting to pay off our debt that we have accumulated.
Awesome. Love that. You can do all of that. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to Ashley. Unmute yourself and tell us your goals.
Okay, my short-term goal is to stay focused and stop concentrating on the stuff that doesn't matter. I get really distracted, and it's not an excuse, but I'm trying to streamline everything. And I've got Emerald by the end of the month. To be Ruby, I think my goal is by the end of the year. My short-term goal. My long-term goal, I don't know if this is short-term or long-term, but a lot of you know that I'm quitting my job at the beginning of next year. Well, my big boss, the owner of the company that I work for, kind of found out about it, and he wasn't supposed to. And I think they're already replacing me. So that's a big pay cut. So I need to make as much as I'm making now. So that's a long-term goal and a short-term goal that's supposed to, I didn't expect it to happen that fast. I wanted to get my business first before I told anybody, but I guess word travels fast. And to go to Summit.
All right. Well, so you're getting a nice push here. So this reminds me of Annie Wallace. She was laid off from her job at one point, and so she had no choice, and she obviously is doing well for herself. So, and I see you're all over the place. You're doing a great job. I believe in you. You're a great girl.
Thank you.
And I'll see you at Summit. All right, Jen, let's hear from you, and then we'll do Teresa. We got 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and then my meeting ends.
Okay, so my short-term goal, freaking Emerald. I'm halfway there. I have 2 people that I'm talking to right now. Either one of them can put me there, so that's going to happen this month. Long-term, I'm going to be Diamond by Summit, but also I have to replace my full-time income because, kind of like what Ashley was just saying, my hours have already been cut twice, my workload, since I started coaching last April. So, this has to be my job by this time. when Summit happens, so I don't have to go back there this year. So those are my goals.
Awesome. You got to make it happen. Great. And let's hear from Miss Teresa, who already got to quit her part-time job. Woo woo.
Ooh. Yeah, I wasn't making that much, but it was taking up a lot of my time. So it was nice to be able to quit and just have this working an hour a day. My short-term goal is to get Success Club 20. I got quite a bit last month, so I'm going to push myself to get even more. And I know that the Challenge Pack users are usually the coaches that sign up because they know and love the product. So I'm hoping to do that and sign up some more coaches and get to Diamond by January. At this rate, I think it's looking good. So
Awesome. You can do it. Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to do mine too. I didn't really think about it, but my short-term goal is to be a 1-star diamond by January. And my long-term goal is to be a 3-star diamond by Summit. So those are my goals. And my goal right now too is to get myself refocused. I'm kind of all over the place right now, so I'm going to make that happen. So we got about a little over a minute left. Does anybody have any more questions before we go? And again, everybody, all of you guys that are on the call, I know have been participating. Amanda.
Yeah, I worked it. Okay. Right. So I know I've been looking for this question. Ashley has also been looking for the question or the answer to the question. Do you know if it is only military spouses who have lost their spouse in active duty or missing in action? Killed in action or missing in action, who get the fee waived, or is it all spouses? Because there's 2 different documents and they both do different things.
Yeah, it's all spouses. If you're affiliated with the military, you don't have to pay the coach fee.
Okay.
Yeah, and nobody has to be killed or anything like that.
Well, that's all I could find that explained it.